Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Legacy, and today I'm going to give you a commentary on some Raid Hardpoint gameplay. This is some League play. And what I want to talk to you guys about today is, how about tips on accuracy? This is a pretty accurate shot that I got on that guy. So yeah. A lot of people, well, not a lot of people ask me, but, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are curious, you know, how do you have such a good aim, Legacy, and, you know, my aim's not always that great. I mean, it is some days and some games, and other times it's just, you know, horrible. So, I'm going to teach you guys what I do to you know, increase my accuracy and, hopefully to be able to help you guys, you know, when you're playing. So, I'm going to go ahead and start off by saying that, oh, well, my teammate left. Oh well, we could probably still win this. That most professional players play on a sensitivity of 3, 4, or 5. The majority is going to be on 4. I'd say like maybe 5 to 10% play on 3, and like maybe 5 to 10% play on 5. But the rest of the majority, like 80-90% of them, play on 4. Now, you may be saying this is like a really low sensitivity. Why would anyone play on 4? And the reason is because, you know, you're going to have a lot of long-range shots, and I just want to freaking ham on those kids. You're going to get a lot of long-range shots. Even as a submachine gun player, you're going to be having to do some long-range shots. And as an assault rifle player myself, I need to be able to connect those long shots and, you know, be able to win gunfights from long distances. And when I'm using higher sensitivities, you know, anything above 5 for me makes it very challenging to actually win a long-range gunfight. So, what I do is, I start off the day by playing a few public matches or playing a custom game with my teammates or with some friends on 6 sensitivity. And I'm always saying, you may be saying, but it's true, I don't know what to say. You might be saying to yourself, why would you want to play on 6 sensitivity if you play on 4? But what this does is it like keeps your eyes moving on the frames like a lot faster or something, or keeps your eyes focused on like more frames or some shit. I don't know the scientific terms and all that like smart stuff, but somehow it has something to do with like your eyes and the coordination of your eyes and your thumbs, like to the feeling of how fast you need to move the joysticks to like all the frames in the screen and all that shit. I mean, if you're probably stoned right now, you're probably saying, what the fuck is he talking about? But, yeah, you want to bump your sensitivity up just a little bit before you start off the day. So go into a custom game, go into a public match, and just play on a higher sensitivity. And I'd recommend playing on something, you know, 2 or 3 levels above what you normally play on. Now, if you're a sniper, then I'm not really sure what snipers to use. I mean, if you gotta do like 360s and trick shots for like YouTube videos and whatnot, use whatever works best for you. Just keep that working. But if you're looking to get into competitive, definitely put it on something around 4. And then when you're warming up, since I can't really play in higher sensitivities, I'd say maybe bump it up to 7. And then try bringing it down a little bit. And you can either do what I do, is go from 6 and just go straight back to 4, since it's only like a 2-level drop. Or if you want to go up to like something like 7 or 8, then you could go up that high, but then when you go back down to your normal sensitivity, just do it gradually instead of just like an extreme drop, because then it's gonna really like fuck with your head with like how fast you need to be moving your joysticks. I don't know how I got a Hellstorm. I like just spawned. Didn't I? Yeah, I like just spawned and somehow I got a Hellstorm. Maybe I had it from earlier. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. My teammate bumped me so much right there. So yeah, and also to increase your accuracy, you know, without just using sensitivity. Also, buy like a scuff controller or control freaks if you can't afford a scuff. Control freaks are really helpful, and I'm sure you can find discount codes. They're only like 10 bucks online, and shipping is very cheap as well. So see if you could invest in those, and they really, really do help. It's like a little joystick you put on top of your joystick to give you more room to move your joystick, if it makes sense. If that makes sense to you. And, you know, I'm not sure how it works. Like, I don't understand all these scientific terms and whatnot. I'm not even sure if you would consider that being scientific, but it does work by getting control freaks. And I have a scuff. And on my scuff controller, I have PS3 joysticks for my my aim and my movement stick. Now, I just think that they work together. I don't like mixing it up with my my joysticks just because, I don't know, I think it would fuck with my mind a little bit. So I just like using the PS3 joystick to aim, and the other one's just there. It could be either one, but I think it's better to have a PS3 one, at least for my mind. But anyways, I have a PS3 aim stick, and when it's domed, it allows you to have much more control than when you have a concave joystick. Sorry, I'm at a loss for words right now. But when you have like a concave joystick, your thumbs, you know, I'm not gonna be making sense when I explain all this shit to you, but just take my advice. If you're ever gonna buy a scuff controller, get the PS3 joysticks. If you wanna, you know, get a good deal for increasing your accuracy for not as much as a scuff, get some control freaks. They're only 10 bucks. And also, what resolution you play on could matter quite a bit, and your response time. So if you're playing on a bigger screen, like a bigger HD television, your response time for like the motion that you do with your controller to your screen is going to be very high, and that's going to screw with your accuracy. Also, if you play in a very high resolution, like say if you play on like 1080p, then the screen lag, the response time is going to also be bumped up quite a bit. So you want to pay attention to that. I like to play in 720p because the response time is very, very quick. I think I have a 5 millisecond response time on my monitor. Typically, the smaller the monitor, the faster the response time. And if you notice at MLG events, they actually have monitors with like 1 second response time. So try to see if you could adjust your console settings, and try to invest in a few things to increase your accuracy, like control freaks, maybe a scuff controller, and maybe like an HD monitor. So those are my tips on increasing your accuracy. This is Legacy Gas, and see you later. Peace, love you.